Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone. Alexander Graham Bell, best known for the invention of the telephone, was born on March 3, 1847, to Alexander Melville Bell and Eliza Grace Simmons in Edinburgh, United Kingdom. Alexander's father taught the deaf how to speak and write, otherwise known as elocution. Alexander grew up to also teach elocution. He was homeschooled for most of his life. However, he attended a high school in Edinburgh. Surprisingly, he did poorly in school, so he stopped attending school. His first invention that he invented was when he was only 12 years old. It was a dehusking machine for an easier way to gather wheat. As a result, his uncle gifted him a workshop where he experimented and started to invent many more inventions. When Alexander turned 11, he entered the Royal High School in Edinburgh, but he did not enjoy studying, and he stopped attending school at age 15 without graduating. In 1865, his family moved to London. Alexander passed the entrance exams for the University College London in June of 1868 and officially enrolled there in autumn. However, he didn't complete his studies because in 1870, the Bell family moved again, this time traveling to Canada after the deaths of Bell's brother Edward in 1867 and older brother Melville in 1870, both of tuberculosis. The family settled in Brantford, Ontario, but in April 1871, Alexander moved to Boston, where he taught at the Boston School for Deaf Mutes. He also taught at the Clark School for the Deaf in Northampton, Massachusetts, and at the American School for the Deaf in Hartford, Connecticut. Before we find out about how the telephone works, we need to know what sound waves are. Sound, or sound waves, is made up of vibrations that we can hear. These sound waves are formed by objects vibrating. Sound waves can travel through many mediums, such as air, water, and solid objects. When they reach our ears, these waves can make the delicate skin of the eardrums vibrate. There are three types of sound waves. Amplitude is the magnitude of compression or expansion experienced in the air. The sound wave is traveling through high amplitude, means loud noise. Low amplitude means low sound. Wavelength. A sound wave is created because of the pressure types caused by vibrations. There are low pressure areas and high pressure areas. The high pressure areas are represented as crests and low pressure areas as troughs. The physical distance between two consecutive crests or through in a sound wave is referred to as wavelength. Pitch or frequency sound waves refers to the speed of vibration of a specific sound traveling through air. It is calculated in cycles per second. The SI unit for frequency is hertz. Alexander Graham Bell's telephone contains two parts: a transmitter that you talk into and a receiver that receives a message. First, you talk into the transmitter. As we said earlier, sound waves are vibration. The vibration then travels through a needle and then into a drum-like device. After the vibrations travel through the needle and drum-like device, it goes through the wire and converts vibrations into sound waves. The newly converted sound waves travel out of the receiver and then goes through the medium, which in our case is air, and into your ears for our brains to process and understand. So here's the telephone diagram, and as you can see, the person is speaking into the telephone. The vibration goes into the transmitter and the needle, which is labeled as C. And the drum-like device is labeled as H. As you can see here is the transmitter. As we said before, we talk into this. Here is the needle and the drum-like device that converts the vibrations into sound waves that travels through these wires. To show the vibrations moving in real time, I'll use 2 cups and some string. So, Samina, can you come here? So, you'll hold 1 cup and you'll put it to your ear. So, when I talk into this, the vibrations will travel from this cup through the wire into her ear. Now, if I didn't pull this hard enough, then the vibrations can't travel through properly. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, hello.
So, I'll try to hear.
Yes, hello.
Huh?
Yes, hello.
I touch the string, then the vibrations can't travel through because all the vibrations is getting into my fingers, so we can't be able to hear it. Alexander Graham Bell's invention had a great impact on the world, helping people stay in touch better after years of enhancing the telephone. Soon, the telephone not only helped people stay in touch, it also helped people with their jobs, and was able to keep happy memories through photos and videos forever. The telephone is such a useful invention that it is the most used communication device in the world. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. The telephone has one of the biggest impacts on me. I'm the oldest in the family, so whenever my mother needs to run errands, if anything happens to my brothers, I'll be able to call her and tell her anything that has happened. Not only that, but the telephone helped me keep photos of some of my distant family members, like my father. I can also contact him through the telephone. Did you know that Alexander Graham Bell taught the American author Helen Keller how to talk? He actually had over 600 lawsuits on his own inventions. Alexander's middle name was a birthday present from his father, named after one of his students. Surprisingly, he designed a boat that set the world record at the time. After Bell's death, all American telephones were silenced for a full minute. He invented a metal detector in order to save the president. Because of the telephone, he has helped humanity with his needs. In conclusion, Alexander Graham Bell, one of the most significant inventors in history. Because of his invention of the telephone, he has helped humanity with their everyday lives. Thank you for listening.